Hello and welcome to Audio Adventures. This is a D&D 5th edition podcast that is made by friends, with friends, and for friends. And if you clicked on us, buckle up. It's going to be a crazy magic carpet ride for you and me. This podcast is used by my nerdy friends and I to escape our lives for a time and act out some pretty ridiculous scenarios. And we are so glad to have you here. A couple things before we start. Our group loves the rule of cool, so I'm sure we will get rules wrong. So if we do, please feel free to tell us in a kind fashion down in the comments. Also, if you want to contribute to the fantastical world of Seblos where this campaign takes place, please make a comment and you may be seeing that kobold cleric in the very near future, along with your name in the show as well. Now, please grab a seat and some popcorn, and let's meet our Wandering Vanguard. Audio Adventures is a D&D 5th edition homebrewed podcast and may deal with triggering themes at times. Viewer discretion is advised. Trigger warnings can be found in the description.
Previously on the Wandering Vanguard.
Our party found out that time works differently in the Feywild, that they could have been gone from their home plane for several months, and the span of days in Astrazalia. They decide that they need to get moving faster so that they don't miss any more time. They collect their magic items and prepare for the gala at Skrynet Estate, where Tibril is going to meet his quote-unquote family for the first time in person. Tomb wandered around the city of Astrazalia looking for someone that would have known what is happening on the material plane. He walked into a small tent in the flea market, where he met an elven oracle named Lady Talele to ask her some questions. He found out that there is a mounting tension amongst the kingdoms of the material planes, that there was a war long past that is destined to repeat itself. A pair of lovers, one of Dragonkin and one of the Hells, who wish to rule the world together in flames and blood. Also, that Tomb was on the front lines of this war, long, long ago. When Tomb asked who this was, Lady Talele jerked in pain, blood poured from her eyes, and she fell over, dead. And that's where we begin.
Gosh, now I'll be wanted in the Feywild for killing a woman.
You come over to Lady Talele, and you roll her over, blood smeared across her face, the red lines. There is a black line scratched across the red lines in the middle of her forehead. You find her not breathing, dead. Cool thing is, you could get your money back. Bad thing is, she's dead.
I look around, is there like a living quarters anywhere in the tent?
You can kind of see like a small pack with, like a bedroll and supplies. You noticed a lot of people in the market made their tents their home.
Okay. I start to roll out the bedroll and just lay her on it.
Easily enough, you lay her to a final rest on her bedroll.
And also, like, clean up the blood on her face and everything.
Okay.
And put a cherry blossom in her hands and put them over her chest.
Like a funeral,
Mm-hmm.
you arrange her just so, respectfully, with a cherry blossom in her hand, all cleaned up. Red lines still on her forehead, but as clean as she's gonna get.
I kind of just look at her for a minute. Just remembering what the feeling of death, like what death feels like. And I also close her eyes if they're open.
Yep, they flutter shut. You notice her eyes went completely black.
I get up and leave the tent.
Before you leave, can you make a perception check?
Yeah. Perception check is my worst stat. Here we go. It's not too bad. 12?
Yeah. When you leave from underneath her small table with like the purple shawl over it, you hear
I slowly lift up the table cloth, because I'm assuming there's a tablecloth on it.
you see a pale pink weasel kind of sniff at you,
Hmm.
kind of tilt its head over and go, "Eh?"
I put my hand out.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, that's right. Okay, hold on. 12 again.
Just enough.
Ooh.
Yeah, the pink weasel kind of looks around like it searching for something. Looks over at Lady Talele on the ground. Kind of makes like a little sound. And then hops in your hand.
I put him in my torso.
Cool. You hear several sounds as Talon kind of scooches over, and your little frog friend makes a little ribbit and flip sound as this weasel makes himself home.
Now I leave the tent.
Okay. You leave the tent, learning a lot of information. What would you like to do now?
There's one of two things that he would do. He would either go to the library, or he would go to the police and tell them she's dead. That might get him put in jail. I stop before leaving the tent. Do I want to do this? Yeah, he would do this. And I leave a note on the table with the crystal ball. And the note just says I'm sorry, and then it just says a dash and says to. And then there's like a bag of gold, and then he leaves.
Alright. You leave, briskly walking away, and you make it out without anyone causing a ruckus. What else would you like to do with the rest of this day and the second day? Yes, you do have a suit.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, so I'd go pick up my suit and then go to the library in search of the woman's name that she gave me.
Cool. So the suit is on the second day, so do you want to go to the library first?
Yeah.
Cool. You go to the library, you see a elven woman with just light brown hair, at the just finishing a tome, with glasses, that you know as Ariafel. And she looks up. Oh, I remember you. You were with She kind of taps her forehead a little bit. Tavis, right?
I nod. No. Wait.
Tibril.
I nod then.
That's it.
And then I write in my notebook, and I show it to her, and I ask her if she has any books with this name in them. And then I write down the woman's name.
Oh? You want to know about her? Yes, we have a couple. What we know about this woman in history, is pretty little, to be quite frank. She's kind of a myth. but I can direct you over, and she tells you where all of the myths and curiosity and like theoretical books are.
I nod.
Okay. Cool. Just make a investigation check. Not for the books themselves, because you find the books with her help.
Okay. 27.
So you kind of, you open the books, and it's not necessarily that you're not finding a lot of information. It's the books don't have a lot of information about this woman.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of says that, in sort of like the mythological, storybook sense, she is an heir. She's called Arandis Full, or Lady Ilmaro. And she is the last heir of the House of Vol.
How do you spell that?
Ilmaro, so there's 3 L's. Marrow.
Got it.
Or maybe it would be an I and then 2 L's. Probably that one.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That was Morrow. She is the last heir to the House of Vol. And it's an interesting house because she had an elven mother and a dragon father.
Mm.
She was essentially like and that marriage was sort of like okay, let's marry 2 people from our races to end a war.
Oh.
So there was a lot of strife in between her parental and maternal lineages. And they bore what is called the Mark of Death, and there's not a lot of information on the Mark of Death. She is believed to be dead, but no one really knows. Sort of like a spooky ghost tale. And yeah, that's essentially what you get.
So she's a half-dragon. I guess with that information, I also kind of write some notes in my notebook as I'm reading through the books.
Mm-hmm.
And once I find all the information I can, I will put them all back neatly on the shelf in the best way I possibly can. And then I'd go back up to the desk and ask her if there's any books about the Mark of Death.
You're asking a lot of tough questions today. Unfortunately, even there was, with that little information we had about Arandis, we have even less about the Mark of Death. It's kind of non-existent, really, in this library. It's the one book we do have is in the restricted section, and you have to be a student here. Sorry.
I know. And then I ask her, is there anywhere else that could have this information?
It'd probably be really high up places, sort of governmental, or really history buff people might have it. You might be able to find a history buff around here that really likes sort of material plane history.
I nod.
Yeah. So sorry I can't help you with that last part.
I nod again, and then I leave the library. Oh, and then I had to get my suit.
Alright. That day passes, and you go over to get your suit. It is to every specification that you ordered it for, and you can describe what that specification is later, but you do get your suit.
I'll go to get my cherry blossoms watered. And that's pretty much it.
Easily enough done. These days pass, you all complete various amount of activities that you set out to do, and some that you did not set out to do accidentally. And Tibril, on the day of the gala, you get a female voice in your head. It says, hello, you have a message from Almendaro Sr. If you would like to accept, please say yes or no.
Yes.
And a deep voice comes into your mind. Hello there, lad. I have Alan, our butler, coming to collect you and whoever you wish to bring for the gala. Please be ready by nightfall.
Man, this is just as weird as this must be what everyone else feels when I do this to them. Man, it's weird. Alrighty, let's go get the guys. Is Tomb in the room with me?
Tomb, are you in the room with him?
I kind of figured that when he gets that message, I would be getting my cherry blossoms watered.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, everyone is up and at various places. Most of you are downstairs having breakfast. Tomb is at the Crystal Petal, having his cherry blossoms watered. But Tyrrell, you make your way downstairs where all of your friends, besides Tomb, are at the table eating various amounts of food.
Oh. Morning, guys. Just wanted to give you a heads up. I just got a message from Almendaro Sr. That butler guy we met the other day, he apparently is going to be picking us up by nightfall. So he wants us all to be ready. If whoever all wants to come to the gala.
It's been a while since I've been in high society. I'll join.
Same.
I shall too.
Has anybody seen Tomb?
Who?
Sam,
you hear... Huh?
Did I see Tomb leave at all yesterday?
I would say yeah. You saw Tomb leave and come back with the suit yesterday. And this morning, you saw him leave again.
I saw Tomb leave this morning a while ago. Don't know where he went.
I think I have a guess.
And you guys kind of hear from behind you a deep elven man voice come from around you, and Tavis, you know this as a new hire to Soldecked Hospitality, as Dilek Soren comes around. He is a broad-shouldered, buff elven man with shaggy black hair that is cut off to the side, sort of like young Justin Bieber-like, but more stylistic. And he comes with a workman's apron and comes around with refills of drinks, setting them in front of you, and he says, "Oh yes, I saw your Warforged friend leave earlier today. I think he was headed to the Crystal Petal."
That was my guess. Well, thanks for the confirmation.
No problem. If any of you need any more help, please let me know. But have a great breakfast. And then he turns and leaves.
Well, I'm gonna go find Tomb. You guys enjoy breakfast. And like I said, sometime at nightfall. So my plan is to, after I find Tomb, I'm pretty much gonna be hanging out here for the rest of the day. So whatever, I'll give you kind of guys a heads up when I notice anything happening, or when Alan gets here. So Alrighty, I'm gonna go find Tomb.
Cool. And you make your way out. Is there anything you guys at the table would like to do?
I'm just gonna finish my food and then go upstairs and change. And come back down to wait.
I'm gonna do the same.
Finish my food, and never thought this far ahead. I'm gonna go over my notes in my book, my journal.
Wait, are you wearing your glasses?
Yes,
Oh, you got new glasses, Nix.
yes, I did.
Those are nice.
Thank you.
Then back to eating. Finish.
I would also like to order a cup of coffee.
And quickly after you order it, Dialek comes back out with a piping hot cup of coffee and bows a little, and then basically kowtows out.
Oh, thank you. And I'm just sipping my coffee as I'm going over my notes.
It's my pleasure.
Slam that thing back.
Wesley, is that you?
Wesley?
Yeah. Virgil's kicking his feet back and forth, eating bacon and eggs. You can see that since you pay attention to it, I won't make you roll any more checks. He has indeed grown once more.
Lovely.
And it looks like as he's growing now, it's becoming a little bit more proportionate.
Has he started growing wings and a tail?
No, he has not. He essentially has been, his arms have been lengthening, his torso has been lengthening, and his legs. So there was a part where you guys got really worried because it looks like it was just his bones supporting and not any like muscle or tendon, but now it looks like after having a talking to with that soul on the inside, maybe you could guess that it's being a little bit more proportionate to how he's growing out. But he started this about just under 5 foot tall. He is reached 6 foot tall.
Dang it, I am still the shortest.
Hey there, everyone, and welcome to the break and announcement portion of our show. We are excited to announce that we have an Etsy store. We already have a couple items up there for you all to peruse and take a look at. You can find our Etsy shop when you search Audio Adventures, a shop made by friends, with friends, and for friends. Check it out, y'all. I triple dog dare you. Speaking of triple dog dares, we dare you to share this show and talk about it with your friends, to hit that like button, and oh god, please don't hit that big red subscribe button! Oh no! For realsies though, we would be super pumped if you did that. We are super happy to come back every week to make just a little more magic in this crazy world. Our crazy cast is also out there doing some really cool stuff. Here's where you can find some of us. Raul, our resident red guest, also has a YouTube channel, and he is super funny, y'all. You can find him at TBK Rocks, spelled TBKROX. If you want to message me, you can find me on Twitter at SamCVA. There will be links in the description, so please feel free to head on over to those sites. I would love to answer questions, hear ideas for NPCs, or talk about D&D or TTRPGs in general. But be warned, if you're gonna talk smack or anything trashy like that, you will be blocked. If any of you are just now joining our campaign and are confused about just what the heck is happening, please feel free to go to our campaign recap. There you will hear a breakdown on just what the campaign was before we started recording, who the characters are, and get to know our players just a bit as well. That's it for now. Enjoy the rest of the adventure. Yes, and with that, if there's nothing else you guys want to do at the table or anything, you guys go get changed. You pour over your notes. Nix, is there anything specific you're looking for?
Nothing really. Just looking over my notes about intercontinental portal teleportation, portal technology, and then also like if I have any more ideas about that, writing.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and give me an intelligence check with advantage, since you have now kind of garnered like the dangers of teleportation and the issues with it.
That is a 19.
As you're looking forward to all of the portals and intercontinental teleportation, the reason that this really can't be done as of yet is because it costs. There are spells out there that cost life force to use, and this might be one of them if it is a constant state of being.
It would cost life force.
You could maybe garner it might cost life force if it wants to be open all of the time.
While Nix is writing, is thinking about this and is marking it down. He's like potentially cost life force, like outlet.
Oh, what?
Sorry, what?
What are you doing?
Who's
I'm-
life force?
Well, coming up with intercontinental portal technologies is quite difficult. So the only option that I can think of right now is connecting portals to life force.
Oh. Tavis, you must have a lot of life force. You're 205 years old, correct?
Yes. And I plan to live a bit longer.
Or you could help out your friend.
Or I could get to live out into an old life.
Tell you what, if you sacrifice your life for me, your debt will be paid.
Oh. Zeroing out.
As tempting as that is, I think I'll have to think about it then.
Just, it's an option. I keep in mind, I say this in a joking manner, in case that didn't translate.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll have to just say maybe still. Still maybe.
That's good to know. Hey, just out of curiosity, is there an orphanage nearby?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Tavis, you're just thinking of adopting, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking that our group could use another child to play with
Virgil.
this.
Well, how about no then?
Virgil looks over.
I just blank stare at Virgil.
What?
Yeah, but anyway, I go back to my conversation with this.
I kind of just shake it off and kind of keep waiting.
So, I'm not saying that orphanages and life force have any connection whatsoever. You know, now that I said that out loud, that sounds really bad. I'm just gonna shut up. And I close my book. I say, well, whenever the butler dude gets here, you should come get me. I'll be in my room. And I go back up to my room and portal.
You think he's going to finish his pancakes?
No.
Oh, wait, and I teleport back, and I grab my pancakes and start walking back up.
Ah. Whatever, I'm done. Go back to my room, I'll walk.
Virgil tails after you. And
By the way, when I get to my room, Sam, I'm just gonna keep working on the portal stuff.
okay. Making a breakthrough like that, a different thought like that, makes you want to keep working. Virgil tails after Red Guest, and it's so weird because his large 6 foot tall body doesn't match his voice that's coming out.
Were you always taller than me?
What?
Were you always taller than me?
He looks around. Oh, I don't know.
You must be really eating your fill. That's good. You're a growing boy.
Aw, thanks.
I try to ruffle his hair, but I can't reach.
He bends down. And he looks over to you. Red Guest?
Yeah?
You guys are going to a dance tonight, right?
Yes.
I want to come.
Then come.
I can? You'll tell the group that you'll let me?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, thanks, Red Guest.
Let's go find you a suit, though, first.
That's awesome. And you find Visaria walking on the level that you come up on, past you, down the stairs.
Hey, Visaria,
Yes.
do you happen to know where I could find a suit for young Virgil here? On
Oh,
short notice.
Short notice. Okay. She looks up at him. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say maybe one of our older suits for our younger kids, but it looks like he kind of grew. So maybe, and she's like thinking, it looks like maybe one of Ilabar's old suits would fit you. 1 second. And she goes into a closet at the end of the hallway and comes back with a gray suit that looks like it might fit.
Okay, thank you. We'll have him tried out. Here's 30 gold. Thank you.
Oh, no, keep it.
Oh,
Ilabar's not gonna fit in that anymore. And she hands you back your gold and continues down the stairs.
oh, we got you a suit.
Virgil's eyes are large.
You should go see if it fits. I'll wait outside the room.
Thanks! And he grabs it and he goes in. A few minutes later, he comes back out. And he has like the same like undershirt on. That's like white-ish with like the stark gray suit. And it fits, but it's a little short in the ankles and the arms, but it fits.
All right, now I'm going to change, and then we'll go downstairs and wait.
All right. As everyone else changes, Tibril and Tomb. Tibril, you find Tomb on the inside of the crystal petal, being watered once more, and generally writing / chit-chatting with Finara.
I had a feeling I'd find you here.
Oh, hello again.
Hello. How's it going?
Same soup, just reheated.
Fair enough. Well, I was actually coming to find Tomb. I had a feeling he came in here to get his cherry blossoms watered.
And they're coming back in just nicely.
Good. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. Hey, Tomb, I wanted to give you a heads up that around sometime during sundown, when night falls, Alan's going to be here to pick us up for the gala. So make sure you're in your suit for that, if you want to come.
I nod again.
Well, I won't take up too much of your time. I'll let you get back to getting watered like that.
I stopped Tibble for a second,
What's up? What's up?
and I write down in my notebook.
Do you want me to make a sonic link?
I nod my head no. I just write
Okay.
down and I say, I have something important to talk to you about later.
All right. Is everything all right?
I stand and stare at him for a second.
Take that as a no. How about this? After you're done, I'm gonna go up to our room. I'm gonna go up there and get changed. Why not after you're done, come on up there and we can talk.
I nod.
All right. Thanks again for watering him. It's really means a lot to him.
No problem. I enjoy Tomb and his company. I should be thanking you all for coming.
Well, it's no problem at all. We enjoy your company.
Aw, shucks.
I'm going to head back up to my room and get changed and wait for Tomb.
Alright. You make your way back, get changed. Tomb, is there anything else you'd like to do at the Crystal Petal before leaving?
No. I'll probably just head up to Tibble's room after she finishes.
Alright. The day is starting to draw to a close once more. If that is just so we can get to getting to the gala part for brevity's sake. All of you are changed, all of you have met up and are waiting, and you hear on the outside of the Solduct hospitality door is a formal sort of sounding knock.
Sorry, was that knock on my door?
Knock on the outside as you guys are like waiting on the like downstairs portion, at least part of you. Nix, you would notice that it is getting towards the time, and I'd say you probably head down right about now.
Yes, I would head down.
But everyone has gathered near the entrance, just kind of waiting. But you guys hear a knock at the door, and the door does not open.
I have a feeling I know what that is. I'm gonna open the door.
You see the very strict spine, Alan, with his long turquoise hair and black-rimmed glasses, standing there in his butler suit, with his hands behind his back. Yes, young Master Darrow.
I would fish out my scroll of pedigree and keep it on me. Out of my infinity hole. And I will before I go downstairs. Of course. And I will keep that on me under cloak.
Very nice.
Because it announces me in my nobleness.
That is true. You grab your pedigree out of your infinity hole, and join the rest as you see Alagos, standing at the door, just referring to Tibril as young Master Darrow.
No need to be so formal. You can just call me Tibril.
Please, I must insist.
All right, if you insist. Well, is everyone
Is
here?
it just you today, or?
No, actually, it's my traveling party.
Very, very nice, sir.
Is everyone here? I'm gonna turn around. Is everyone here?
I think so. Yeah.
I will have shifted my posture, because before you would have all seen Nyx like really slouching, and the Nyx that comes down the stairs is like the pinnacle of like nobility And like,
With you-
gosh,
With your pimp cane.
with my pimp cane.
Let's be real. Nix just thinks he's a pimp.
Oh my gosh.
Snow White
Oh
pimp.
man.
No, I just wanted a cane, okay? Deal with
I don't
deal with my
remember.
swag.
What am I
That's
wearing?
fair. You said you can describe it as each of you, if you want to go through and describe how you look. You can. You said a penguin suit, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's
too.
right.
Yeah. So,
Just without the jacket. Like, just the jacket, though. No vest and button up,
Yeah.
because he's too big for that. But just a jacket. Oh, and a top hat. I remember the top hat.
very classic look on
I love
two.
He looks like he's
Mhm.
about to play some piano or something.
Yes.
For me, yeah, I look like the Tayo guy from Afterlust. So white suit, suit jacket is more of a tuxedo jacket, so has coattails.
Mm-hmm.
Pristine white everything. The boots are also white, with the white cane with the silver, the glasses. He has his hair shorter than it normally is. It's not down to like shoulder. It's just a little bit above, and it looks like anime protagonist, but it's white.
Very nice. Looks awesome.
Dapper.
All right.
Red Guest is wearing just a standard, basic black suit. Instead of a tie, he has his green scarf. And on his left shoulder is it's almost like a cape, but it only goes across his shoulder and his arm.
Awesome.
He's slouching, but he's like watching Nyx, and he's like trying to copy his stance.
Tibril has that. I think you said it was a maroon suit that they ordered for me. A maroon colored suit. And he's wearing his father's cape. So he has, with his big suit on, the two golden paladrons. Is that what they're called? The things on your shoulder, and then the purple cape flowing in the back. Also, since he has all that hair and that he hasn't cut in months, he just has a ponytail on the back.
Oh, and something you noticed, Tibril, and the cufflinks of your maroon suit is that there's that Skrynet crest embellished in the metal.
Fair enough.
And Tavis, you were wearing that blue suit that we described earlier in the episode. You don't have to describe that again if you don't want.
Tavis kind of just he's kind of got the mannerisms down for the party. He's walking, shoulders kind of low but still broad as he can. And he's got a suit that is all blue, like to the color scheme of blue, mostly just the same blue though. And he kind of just straightening out his bow tie as he's walking, because he doesn't know if it's completely straight or not.
Would Tibril see you doing this? Will you just keep messing with it, or?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna walk up to you and fix it. His mom forced him to learn how to tie these.
Thank you. And as Tavis keeps walking, he's still straightening it out because he's still not sure if it's straight or not.
Alan from the doorway sees all of you are here and ready, and he says, "All right, young masters, if you would please join me in the carriage." And you turn around and you see behind him is a quite large carriage that has no horses attached at all. It is golden completely golden with red curtains on the windows. And it is a sort of enclosed carriage, you know, like those like really fancy carriages. It's just really, really like a short bus length almost. And it has like red seats on the inside, large wheels in the front and back, and then at the front there is a large purple levitite stone anchored in the front.
As we head out to the carriage, I will it'll be, excuse me, good sir.
Yes.
Sorry, this is Trevor from Blins. Are you going to announce us when you're there?
Yes, we will probably have an announcer at the entrance.
I hand over the scroll of pedigree.
Yes, thank you. And he takes a look at it. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Count Nix.
Ooh, Count.
Thank you, good sir.
And he bows his head and puts his hand to his chest and does a quarter bow to you. And then says, "Now if you all will join me in the carriage." And he opens the door and invites all of you in.
I step in.
I follow to the carriage.
I follow too.
You can kind of see, like, there's, like, front and back seats. Sort of like there's, like, 2 sets of front and back seats. One in the back with, like, about 10 foot in between so you can, like, stretch out your legs. And then there's enough to, like, walk up to the front and go to the front in a similar sort of 10-foot space in between the people so you can, like, have the max amount of comfort as you travel in style. And there are windows beside every seat as well, just so you can look out. You'll gather into and choose your seats, and he closes the door softly. You hear like sort of thing, and he gets to the front of the carriage and hops on the front, and you see the levitite glow and brighten, and the whole carriage lift off the ground. And you guys start flying swiftly above Soldek's hospitality and into the air. You guys fly high up in the clouds. You see some flying carpets with elven people, and some in military garb, some of them with picnic baskets going all around you above. There are more magic carpets than you thought there would be. And it is pretty peaceful, and this is a very fast carriage. It takes, we're gonna say about half an hour for you all to get there, but you'll fly extremely fast way above the countryside, out of the city of Astrazelia to the east, in which you start to see what you thought was a small building grow larger and larger and larger as you see the estate of the Dara family grow closer. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Ah! Oh, goodness. I love it how we all like just get so sidetracked. It's like, oh, no, we did get there. It's like the get into the Feywilds all over again.
Hey guys, at least more than an hour passed this time.
Hey,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
That seems to be common with our sessions. We're only like 20 minutes back.
Guys,
Right.
we need to see every angle of this one specific hour, okay?
True.
You know what? I say 30 minutes. All right.
Just to make
Push for that
sure,
next time.
We don't want to
Well,
miss
yeah.
anything. We don't want to miss
Yeah.
any important plot hooks.
you know?
Yeah.
Of course.
We were just on Feywild time before.
Yeah.
We don't want to miss any single red herring that could be part of this campaign.
I mean, you guys are discovering a lot right now.
Yeah, I can't believe I killed that fortune teller lady. That's so sad.
I don't think you killed her.
No, I know I didn't, but like my questions, like were the cause of her death.
I abandoned my mom for months, almost a year. Oh no, it'd be a year now. Frick!
Oh man.
yeah.
At least I
dear
got
Lord.
some information, but I might get arrested at the Scala, so we'll see what happens.
So wait a minute. There's 12 weeks, or not 12 weeks, 12 months in a year,
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes.
and every month has about 4 weeks in it.
Roughly.
Yep.
Each week is about 7 days.
Yep.
So 1 year.
It's about 30 years
Can you guys hear me?
in the
Oh,
other plane.
so it
I hear you,
hasn't,
Zach.
Oh, why
it
am I
hasn't even
muted?
been. It hasn't even been a
No.
year yet.
We can hear you, Zach.
Zach,
Yeah,
I can hear you.
You okay over there?
I don't know if you can hear us.
Zach.
Duh.
Zach.
Yes.
Zach, we hear you.
I wish Zach was talking right now.
And that was this episode of Audio Adventures. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and most of all, please share to get out the word so we can share our story with you and keep doing what we're doing. If you have an idea for an NPC, a shop, or even an encounter, please comment down below. You might be seeing any of those in the next session or maybe even the upcoming sessions. Again, thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next week. Please stay safe, everyone, and wear those seatbelts.